Because your horse is perfect. So we want to show some problems, okay? Let's start with the other extrovert here, the left brain extrovert. So, Nancy, would you just play with her like on a circle, all right? And I want you to ask her to trot or canter. So now we're looking at the left brain extrovert. It's not such a fearful thing. It's a bit pushy. See how she pushes into her space there? And they want to move their feet, but it's not always forward. Like often it's up or over the top of you. Right? That tends to be more left brain extrovert way. Okay, give him plenty of rope, give her plenty of rope, all right? And now, you can see that the horse is looking around everywhere. Doesn't look fearful so much as just curious. These horses are very, very curious, right? So, again, how do we get this horse to go, oh, I'm going to connect with my human? Because she's not connecting. She's looking at everything except Nancy, right? So Nancy, here's what I want you to do. I want you to stop her for a moment. And stop her. Can you hear me okay? Kind of? All right. Stop, stop. Now, I want you to notice her energy. She's like this, right? And you're like this. Okay? You need to match her energy more. So now I want you to back her up. Get real strong, 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 and soft. And back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Okay, don't look so friendly. You have to now look like the alpha horse, right? That's it. Good. And say, get back, Jack. Back her up. Very good. Back her up, back her up, back her up. Good. Left brain horses hate to back up. Try not to move your feet. Left brain horses hate to back up because it means that they have to give in, that they're not the dominant ones. So that's why left brain horses are always pushing over the top of us. They're trying to make us back up and make us get out of the way. And that's very typical of a left brain horse. Good, that's better. All right, so now we're going to keep changing things up. Back her up, back her up, back her up. So let me show you your body language. This is really, oh, come here, little puppy, okay? I want you to push your belly button at that horse, right? Even without moving, you send energy like that, okay? Because that's what horses do, and you're going to see that in a little bit when I play with a left brain introvert, that horses keying into our energy is the most important thing. If we're having to do a lot with ropes, it's because we're not using our energy enough, okay? Don't move your feet. Okay, I'm going to show you one more. Don't move your feet. It's really hard to hear in here. Yeah, it's I'm sorry. Okay, let me show you something. Okay, let me just have the rope. Okay, so I'm going to say you need to back up, and then I'm going to bite her. And I bit her again. And I said, come here, and back up. So instead of saying no, so she's licking her lips, she's like, uh-oh. That blonde looks like an alpha, okay? So I've got to be dominant. I'm not going to say no, 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 and quit it to this horse, because then they get really frustrated. But I'm going to have more ideas than her, all right? So now, here's what you're going to, do you want me to do it? Because it's going to be hard to talk to you, okay? You won't hear it, all right? So I'm going to keep, she's like, where are you going, Nancy? No, you're good. No, I was just being the horse's voice. You're fine. You're fine. I was being, yes, go somewhere safe. Okay, so now I'm going to ask this horse to go. And I'm going to go more to the front end of the horse rather than the back end. And then I'm going to say, oh, look, there's a pedestal. You should get to the pedestal. Ooh. Go to the pedestal. Get it, get it, get it. And I want you to notice my energy here. When she softens, I'll soften. When she's all strong, then I'm going to be all strong, right? So I'm going to back her up again, bite her, because that's what a dominant horse would do. But I'm not going to go put my teeth on her, right? Okay, you better come over here. Quick, get over here. say, come over here, and we need to go sideways. So I'm going to be kind of bossy and rush her around a little bit because that's what her energy is. She's bossy and she rushes us around. So I'm going to do the same thing, which is going to give her an equalization of the energy. So I'm going to keep walking and saying, you better go sideways, you better go sideways. Keep going. And I don't want to touch her with the string, but every time she doesn't move, she's going to run into it. So I'm going to keep going till I get a bit sideways. Super. Now I'm going to go. Okay. There's a tarp. You should have a look at that. You missed it. You should have a look at it. Go look at it. Have a look. And the more that I can move that horse's nose, the better. She's like, oh, I'm too scared to look at it now. Now, giving her a moment to think, but not too long, because left brain extroverts have a lot of ideas, and if I give her too long, pretty soon she's going to make up all this other stuff, run off or run over me. Okay. You need to back up, or I'll bite you. Back up or I'll bite you. See, she's not really backing, she's backing like this. This is backing, right? That was better. Now, see the head up? Head up is adrenaline. But now she just made a change. She blew out. She's licking her lips. She's like, okay, things have changed here. I need to start thinking about being more responsive. So we need to get left brain horses to be more responsive. And you're going to see how we play with a left brain extrovert is very different from how we play with a left brain introvert. If I rushed an introvert like this, he would get slower and slower. I'd be the one covered in sweat, right? So I've got to get this horse to where she listens to me, cues in. I'm still saying back up, I'm still saying back up, I'm still saying back up. She says, oh, back up. Forgot that one. Okay? So did you see how I didn't say, no, come here and get back into your backup? I didn't change what I was doing. And what I often see when I'm teaching people is when something doesn't work, they start changing what they're doing. And then I always think about things from the horse's point of view, and pretty soon the horse goes, I have no idea what we're doing. I thought we were backing up. Now you're saying come here. Now you're saying turn around. Now you're saying this. Now you're saying that. What happened to the backup? So stay with your clarity of idea, and you'll be a much better leader for a horse like this. So now I'm going to ask her to come say hello politely. But to get a left brain horse to lick their lips and start thinking about what it is you're asking them, and to respond softly and politely is the goal, right? But the way we're going to get to this horse is, first of all, by giving it lots of things to do. And then one day it'll come out and go, you know, I don't need to do a lot today. I'm feeling really calm. But most of them come out of the box needing to do a lot. And we come out going, I just want my horse to be calm and quiet and slow. That's not this horse. This is a curious horse. It's a smart horse. It's a super learner. So you've got to give them lots of things to do and teach them lots of new things. Be very, very progressive with them. And then your left brain extrovert will do whatever you want. They'll look like a nice, calm horse. And people will say, where do you get a nice, calm horse like that? Right? It's all about how you bring out the best in their behavior. Thank you, Nancy. So, a little more energy to match hers. When she's calm and soft, you can be calm and soft. But you need to be a little bit bossy. You're too nice. Right? Be a little bossy with that nose. Put your nose over here. Do this, do this, do that. And the horse will pretty soon go, hey, this is kind of fun. Because left brain extroverts are the kind of horse that you can have a good discussion with, and it can even look a little bit wild at times, and at the end you want to go to the bar and have a drink together. Right? It's a good discussion. That's what left brain extroverts like. And if we are all soft and namby-pamby with them, pretty soon they go, watch this, and they just take you out with their shoulder. Right? Okay, let's have a look at an introvert. Melissa, bring your horse. Okay, can I play with her? Again, it's going to be easier just for the sound. So this is a lovely Arabian. And everybody here is, at various levels in the program, doing a really good job. And I want you to notice now that we're playing with introverts, that the energy has to really change. With a right brain introvert, that means that she's an emotional horse that tends to run away on the inside. We saw a horse that was running away on the outside, but this horse runs away on the inside. And that's where people start to think that the horse is calm and quiet, but actually it's frozen. So you can even see, like with diarrhea like that, that's very emotional. And because the horse is not moving its feet, we tend to think that, oh, it must be a calm, quiet thing. And a lot of people get into trouble with horses like this because of that, especially if they're performance-minded or they're very extroverted people. Believe it or not, these horses often make really good kids' horses because they just want somebody who's non-predatory and who wants to play with them and be with them. They have a great capacity for bonding. They want to be connected. So, poor little emotional thing, huh? So I want you to notice how I'm doing a lot of nothing. And I've had situations where some of you may have seen us on tour many years ago where Pat and I would both have a demo horse, both have a problem horse, and Pat would allow the audience to pick who does he play with and who does Linda play with. Well, for some reason, there would always be an extroverted problem horse and an introverted problem horse. And this was before I knew about horsenality the way that I do now. Well, people would always see these two horses come in, and the introvert would look like this, like nothing, 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 quiet, 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 calm, calm, calm. And the extrovert was hanging off the ceiling, like flying around, jumping in the air, whinnying, oh my God, looking like crazy. So everyone would always vote for Pat to get the extrovert, and I would get the introvert. And I would start doing 7 games, doing this and doing that, and pretty soon I started to realize I was making the horses worse because I was trying to get things done within a certain time. And there was a couple of horses that really taught me a big lesson about this because they were very seriously introverted. And I remember one of them, and I couldn't read it until I got hold of the horse. And when I went to pet the horse, it felt like rock. Like its muscles were so hard and tight, it shocked me. And when I tried to ask it to do something, it just froze and its head went up like this and its eyes got really staring, and I knew enough to go, okay, don't push that horse. Something does not look right. And with this particular horse, I literally stood and watched Pat for half an hour. And I just leaned on the horse. That's all I did. Everyone must have thought, well, that girl doesn't know anything. She's just standing there and Pat's doing everything. But I stood here and I just leaned on the horse. And after 30 minutes, that horse let out a sigh. 30 minutes before it went, I'm going to live. And after that, I could do everything. But the problem with us humans when we get introverts like this is that we want to get straight to work. It's like, okay, come on, we've got to do this, we've got to do that. I don't have a lot of time. I'm trying to get to level 3. Come on, what's the matter with you? And we're going to get more out of the horse the less we do. Now, when a right brain introvert explodes, it can look very right brain extrovert. They can go, I mean, it can go really crazy, but it seems like it comes out of nowhere. And that's why these horses are often called unpredictable. But they're not unpredictable because when you read them, you go, oh, it looks quiet, but it's not. It's really inside very wound up. So here's what we need to do. We need to be very gentle, first of all. It's the opposite of what I just did with the left brain extrovert. Did you see how I just kept wiggling that? Really soft. And I'm going to stay at that until the horse can back out. I'm not going to get worse. I'm not going to get stronger. I don't actually have control issues, as you can see. But I'm waiting for her to be able to think her way through this. So I'm just going to keep softly wiggling until she can make it. So that's one of the big deals, is not to keep going up your phases. You know, we talk about phases of pressure, phases of intensity, and you saw that with the left brain extrovert. But with this horse, now she just licked her lips then,